Hello everyone, this is Sumit Bose and I am from the Bodhi Academy. Today we are going to discuss on the chapter land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. Okay, so we have divided this chapter into two parts and today we are going to explain on the first part, that is part 1, okay, where we are going to focus on these following points. The first point will be land, second point will be soil, the third point will be water. So these all are three important resources which we are going to discuss on this part 1 video. Okay, so without any further delay, let's continue. Land. Okay, let's go through it. Land is one of the most important natural resources. It covers 30% area of the earth. The uneven distribution of population is due to various characteristics of land and climate. So just think, if for example mm, we cannot see so much population in the hill areas. Why? Because the land is not fertile there, and the mountain, it is very difficult to maintain life in the high mountain areas, right? If we move to the plateau region, we will find little more population than compared to the hilly areas. Why? The land is bit fertile than compared to the hilly regions, and it is more easy to settle life in a plateau than in hilly areas. Now if we come to the lowlands, we will see most of the population there, okay, because the land is very fertile. Natural vegetation, the access to natural vegetation is very easily gettable, and the thing is, it is very easy to settle permanently in lowlands. Okay, so this is why the population is unevenly distributed, okay, because of this reason. So and if you go to the, and climate, I'm talking also about the climate. If you go to the desert region, okay, land and climate, these two play a vital role. If you go to the desert region, the climate is extremely hot there. It is very difficult to survive in the desert region. And if you go to the cold desert region, again it is very difficult to survive in the cold desert region. So for example, and if you come to the lowlands, if you, the climate is very moderate, I mean not too cold, not too hot, we can see most of the settlements there only. So always remember, land and climate, these two play a very much vital role in the distribution of population, okay, and also in settlements. It is happening throughout the historical period. Okay, so let's go to the, let's check out the uses of land. Okay, this is number 1. Land is used for agriculture, right? Number 2, forestry. Okay, number 3, land is used for mining. Number 4, land is used for building houses. Another part which I'm going to explain right now, land is also used as ownership. Land is used as an ownership over a certain area, which also determines property of an individual. Okay, for example, if we buy property, okay, we buy land and buildings, right? even if you are buying on an apartment, okay, where is that apartment located on a certain land, okay, so that determines ownership over a certain area and property of an individual. Okay, I hope you understood. The next topic will be, so we covered land, then we will cover soil. We will move to number 2, that is soil. The thin layer of granary substance covering the surface of the earth is called soil. Okay, it is closely linked with land. The right mixtures of minerals and organic matter make the soil fertile. So, what is soil? This is the thin layer of granary. It is closely linked with the land, and the right mixtures of minerals and organic matter makes the soil fertile. For example, if you go to the desert region, again the soil is, there is no soil, the soil is not fertile, there is only sand, so there is no minerals. So that's why desert region, in the desert region, nothing, no vegetations can be hardly done. And if you go to the hilly area, the most of the soil part is rocky, so doing vegetation there is a tough job. Okay, so we will now find out what is the formation of soil, how does a soil form. Okay, so this is the structure. Look, this is the top soil is for humus, this part. Okay, this part I am talking about, this part. Okay, this is the top layer of soil and it is used for humus and vegetation. Now this part is the second layer of soil. It is the subsoil with sand, silt and clay. So soil has 4 parts. Okay, this is the third layer of the soil, which is known as weathering of rock minerals. Okay, and this is the fourth and the final part. This is known as the parent rock. Okay, so land has this 4 parts. The first part is the topsoil or the humus for the natural vegetation. The second part is the subsoil and silt and sand and clay. The third part is weathered of rock mineral, and the fourth and the final part is parent rock. Okay, now the biggest problem which humans are facing now, our society is facing now, is the degradation of soil. This is a major problem which is faced by our society. Okay, so we will find out what is soil erosion. It is also degradation of soil, is also known as soil erosion. Soil erosion and depletion are the major threats to soil as a resource. Okay, so what are the factors? Why is soil erosion happening? So these are the factors of soil erosion: number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. There are many factors, but we are highlighting these, focusing on these 4 factors. The first most important factor is deforestation. Now what is deforestation? Okay, as the civilization is expanding, as the human population is growing rapidly day by day, more trees are cut, more forests are cleared to build up human settlements there. So this is known as deforestation. Now what do trees do? Now why are trees connected with soil erosion? A tree's root grab the soil. Okay, a tree root grab the soil like this, and it prevents the soil from erosion. Okay, the second point is overgazing. Okay, now if someone is letting their animals to overgaze, so it is also one of the factors of soil erosion. Okay, the third point is overuse of chemical fertilizers. Now chemical fertilizers play a vital role in soil erosion because it contaminates the soil and as well as it loosens it. The fourth one is floods. Okay, I hope you understood the factors of soil erosion. Now the methods of soil erosion. Okay, methods of soil conservation. How can we prevent from soil getting eroded? Mulching. Bare grounds between the plants is covered with organic matter like straw. It helps in retain soil erosion. Okay. The second one is rock dam. Rocks are piled up to slow down the flow of water. This prevents further soil erosion. Got it? Now the third point, we will move to the final point, that is water. Water is a vital resource. 3 parts of Earth's surface is covered with water. It is therefore known as water planet. So water is, most of the Earth's part is covered with water, 3 parts of the Earth's surface. So and sometimes Earth is known as the blue planet or the water planet. But we have an interesting fact here, but only 1% of is fresh water available known to for human use. Okay, but out of these water only 1% is for human use. Most of the water is salty water. You cannot drink those, you cannot use those. So fresh water is most precious substance of earth. Even there is water everywhere. Okay, fresh water, availability of fresh water is very low. So it's a very precious substance. Problems of water availability. What are the problems? Number one, overuse by humans as well as over wasting. Whenever we use water, we are overusing it. Okay, we are not turning off the taps in the bathrooms or in the public places. The water is flowing on and on and on and on. So this is one of the major reasons why there is increasing scarcity of water. And another thing is population is increasing, so the uses of water are increased and we are wasting it also. So it is affecting the environment from both the side, overuse and over waste. Second point is, many parts of the world is facing shortage of fresh water. Okay, this is the consequence of overuse and over waste. Third point is, the scarcity of water is caused due to overexploitation and contamination of water. These are all the effects. Now the fourth point is conservation of water. Final one. Water harvesting is a method to conserve water. We can use water harvesting. Number 2. In dry area, drip and trickle irrigation is very useful. Number 3. The canals used for the irrigation field should be properly lined and it should not do leakage. Okay, so I hope you all understood the first part, and in the next part we are going to discuss on natural vegetation and wildlife resources. This will be for part 2, which is coming soon. I hope you all understood, and for more information and details please contact the Bodhi Academy.